Yo, how we doing today? Man, it's another day in paradise. I requested tomorrow off to be just off because we're caught up at work for the most part until today when I was about to leave and I realized we have 500, but that's okay. That's okay. Leave behind a little bit, it's okay. It's okay. Because that gives us work to do. Anywho, enough about real life. My boy Rubio Dimes winning $280,000 this week. That's fucking crazy. You know, your boy over here just won $400. You know, it's another profitable week. We only played 200. We doubled up. We're not even playing double ups, but we doubled up. We're just having a solid season so far. Betting wise, we didn't put on the bet slip this week, which glad we didn't. We would only hit one bet, so I think we would have hit 2 out of the 4, but another losing bet, like another 2 and 2. One of these times, it's going to be more than just 2 and 2 or 1 and 3, or you know, or it's going to be something other than 2 and 2. It's been 2 and 2 like the last 6 weeks, so it is what it is. So all plus money bets that I put on there. I didn't place it just because I kind of gave it out. I was a little tipsy last weekend. I did go to the Blind Pelican. You can Google it. They're like known for the largest Guinness Book World largest Bloody Marys and stuff. I got the $100 one, which is a lobster tail. It's on my Twitter. But yeah. Dude, so excited for Rubio. Can't wait for that conversation on Saturday. We had another week. We didn't go up or down. We're still at 16 DraftKings teams. We're still at 5 underdog teams. So no movement. A lot of the same teams. Tucker Craft hurts a couple of my top teams, but I was at 8%, I think it was. So not the end of the world. Like, okay, so on one hand, I have 8%. No, wait, 5%. Hold on, I forget. I had average to below average Tucker Craft. I think it was 8%. And then, but I had 14% Brock Bowers. So all those 12th place Brock Bauer teams, you know, looking not half bad. You know, they're 11th place teams now. That's because in the second round you're supposed to draft Jonathan Taylor. If you didn't draft Jonathan Taylor, your teams are struggling. They are struggling. At least most of mine are. Okay. Also, went through my teams today. I just kind of want to know what I was, cheering for a quarterback. What do I want for my quarterback position to be doing well for maybe what's going on in the playoffs? 8 of my teams have Caleb Williams. 8 of my advanced teams have Caleb Williams. Most of them were Bryce Young. Okay, so it was 8 for Caleb out of my 16, and then 5 were Bryce Young, and 2 tied for 4th were tied with 4, which was it was Justin Herbert, and I forget the other. But regardless, like obviously Justin Herbert, my most owned quarterback, balling this year, and I still can't get a solid advance rate with him, which is kind of weird. I mean, he's 25% of my teams, right? It's a 4 of 16. Advancing 16 teams just kind of sucks. But we're still advancing like 40 or 50 teams on DraftKings. Technically, all the teams that I drafted that are advancing have a shot to win decent money. Obviously, the DraftKings qualifiers, technically, the bottom price isn't great, but have a shot at the big money. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're all in here for, anyways. And so yeah, we're feeling pretty good. Our boy went in the money, and my Tums. Actually, I haven't taken any. I probably should take them tonight because it has some Taco Bell. Never you taken any before. What else? What else we got going on? Yeah, we played probably way too much last week. We bet about so we doubled in DFS, but we were negative in bets because I also played a 2 TD bet parlay and none of them hit. What else? We had a tough week betting. We did get some, but we didn't get enough. So it's like I'm not really trying to qualify for that or equate that into my. Man, oh man, why am I yawning? Okay, so let's see here. My round robin first score bets. No, that's overall scores. Won 190 yesterday. Lost 8. Okay, Tony. Did I go too far? Dude, I didn't win anything. All my bets lost on Sunday. Okay, let's see here. I bet all the games. And I didn't like parlay it or round robin or anything. I just put 78 cents. Let's see here. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of 11. So not great. Not great. Picked the Detroit money line, Packers money line, Colts money line, Giants money line, Raiders money line. You know, all those games that I picked, they were all within pretty much of one score. It is what it is. The 2 TD bet was Gibbs, Kyron, and Josh Allen did get it. Gibbs just sucked. And then Kyron got one. But yeah, Gibbs sucked this past week. I don't really get why that was so bad. And then I always got to have a first TD parlay. You just do 9 and you bet the threes. At least that's what I do. And so Brock Bowers got that first TD. I got the Daniel Jones first TD, but I had Jamar Chase for first TD. Will we bring Hughes back? Well, I don't know. Whenever he wants to come back, I haven't asked him. I'll probably bring him on for like when it's time to like recap how many teams he got through. So probably week 14, I'll probably ask him week 13 to come back on week 14. Just because like I don't want to waste his time, you know. But I'll probably ask him week 13 for week 14 to see if he can come on. Probably my coolest guest of the year as he was a repeat guest. Yeah, no, Will's a cool dude. Will is a cool dude. Yeah, I'll probably have him on just to go over his teams because I know we were pretty Packer heavy. I know we had Tucker Kraft in quite a few, but I honestly don't know how his teams are looking. I'm sure he's advancing at least minimum there because he is on top of the game. All right, let's start going through some of these teams. I know we went through a little bit of the recap of the weekend, but yeah, I'm so happy for Rubio winning 280 bands. He's currently engaged, so probably will have his wedding paid off with all this jazz. All right, let's go with the first one on my list. I don't know which one it is, so let's go ahead and jump in. I am in third place here. Where did it go? It started from here. Okay. I don't know what this has to do with anything. If this is this? It's not my high scoring. Let me find my high scoring. Let's go here. Share this tab instead. So I think this might be my highest scoring Millie Maker. 14-12. Yeah, this is my highest scoring Millie Maker. That's not impressive whatsoever, but it's there. We're advancing. We're happy. Justin Herbert, James Cook, Brian Robinson Jr., Jamar Chase, Debo, Keenan Allen, Dalton Kincaid, Trey McBride. So a double tight end hitting the flex. Jackson Dart, Pat Bryant, Keaton Mitchell, Roman Wilson, A.J. Brown, Hampton, Odunze, Kyler Murray, Scatabo, Luther Burden, Trey Benson, Dontavian Wicks. So this team has a 103-point lead. We have 5 weeks to go. If we can make it 3 more weeks with this, at least get to a reasonable, have just like a 30 to 40-point lead and get Hampton back, or at least Brian Robinson hold his own and or Trey Benson come back, we'll be putting up some good points when they come back. We have good tight end play. Chase, A.J. Brown, Roma Dunze, Keenan Allen, Debo, like that's solid there. Quarterbacks, Jackson Dart and Herbert. We don't need Kyler Murray. He's not great so far. But, yeah, we can get solid plays from them. Let's just say the Ravens lose 2 more. Out of contention, maybe they shut it down. Maybe. I don't know. Let's see. We'll see. I don't know. I like it. I like this team. It could do what we need it to do. Who else is in this draft? Anybody we know? Nobody we know. All right. Next team. Share this tab instead. Bada bing, bada boom. $14.92. Currently winning $15. So this is my highest scoring team overall. I do believe it's in the play action, Millie Maker play action. Yep. NFL Best Buy 1.5 play action, ran advance 2. Highest scoring team. It's a Caleb Williams, Kyron Williams, Bijan Robinson, Quentin Johnston. I'll make sure I'm not missing anything in the chat real quick. Cool. All right. Quentin Johnston, Troy Franklin, Keenan Allen, Kyle Pitts, Jonathan Taylor. So the running back room is magnificent. Yeah. Kyron, Bijan, and JT. Yes, please sign me up. Justin Herbert at the other quarterback. Oh, yeah, solid quarterback room. Herbert, Nix, and Caleb Williams. Tucker Kraft just went down, so that's tough. But we still have Pitts. Like, he can hold his own, right? He can hold his own. Okay, so this running back room, yeah, this is the running back room of all ages. Breece Hall, which everybody got shipped out but Breece Hall and Garrett Wilson. And then Marion Hampton feels pretty good. Like, we're going to get 3 starting running backs every week in the playoffs too. And we just need somebody, Quentin Johnston, Troy Franklin, Keenan Allen, Pat Bryant, Ray McLeod, Odunze, Cup, Wicks, Armstrong, Mumfield. We need at least 3 of those motherfuckers to hit the lineup. If 3 of those dudes can hit the lineup, we're probably advancing every round because the running back room will win us every week. And with the production that we're getting out of one of these 2 every week, it feels pretty good. Troy Franklin is a rising star. And then Odunze is a star. He just had a really, really bad game. And then Armstrong isn't signed anywhere. Mumfield could have potential if Puka can get hurt some more. Yeah, the quarterbacks are amazing. Tight end's a little light now, but I like it. I like the team. Share this tab instead. All right, this is my highest scoring second place team. It was a random room that I got in with the RPS guys. I wasn't like trying to get in with them. I think it was just like a random day while I was working. I think I ended up looking back at it and looking at the Discord chat. This is before I was in their Discord chat, and I saw them, I think, trying to get into a lobby together. And I ended up in the lobby with them, and it's my highest scoring second place team. I wasn't first for this with a while, I believe. I can't quite remember. I don't know how to check. I forget. Anyways. Yeah, I thought you could move each week. I was obviously the number one team this past week with Caleb Williams, Jalen Warren, Jahmyr Gibbs, Drake London, Torrey Horton, Romeo Dobbs, Sam Laporta, Hunter Henry, Goff, May. So the quarterback room is solid. T-Mac, another good wide receiver. Algier, Roman Wilson, Brees Hall, Hampton, Odunze, Burden, Booty, KLS, and Jalen Knoll. This should advance, right? Based off of having Gibbs, Brees Hall, and whatnot, and Odunze. Solid receiver room, solid running back room, good quarterback room, good tight end room. It should advance. Should, right? As long as they can all stay healthy and we can get Omarion Hampton back. A lot of these playoffs, I think, are going to come down to if Omarion Hampton comes back and dominates. If he dominates, we're breaking the bank. But if he comes back and it's kind of ass, or in the shit creek, which he might be, because I'm pretty sure their playoff schedule is not favorable towards running backs. But at least that's what it's looking like so far. Okay, this is my highest scoring third place team at 1328. So we're 11 points out behind Mike the Pike. And we have a fat zero going at a running back position here. So we have Herbert, JT, Hampton, Marvin Harrison, Alec Pierce, CeeDee Lamb, Juwan Johnson, Jalen Waddle, Tua Tags, Pitts, Roman Wilson, Ricky Pearsall, Igbuka, Purdy, Burden, Swift, Benson, Wicks, Shipley, Burton. So if any of these running backs can come back sooner than we expect, we got a real good shot of taking this lead back pretty easily. Because the wide, and if Pearsall can ever come back, I think we can win this back if we can get some productive weeks before the end of before week 12. We can get some pretty good money back there. Okay. So what's the next one? Share this tab instead. Close that. That's not good. My lowest scoring team over here. Dennis! How we doing today? My guy Dennis. Be you just listening. I will try to be me. I will try. I don't know who else I would try to be, but I will try to be me. Lowest scoring team. Oh boy. T-Law, Aaron Jones, Keaton Mitchell. That's never good. Nico Collins, Brian Thomas Jr., Pat Bryant, TJ Hawkinson, Tyreek Hill making the starting roster. Oh, JJ McCarthy putting up 19 points for this solid squad. Hampton hurt. Odunze, what happened? Pearsall hurt. Purdy hurt. Bigsby bye. Ray Davis, what? Who's Tyler Johnson? Brent Strange hurt. Damian Pierce, what are we putting out there? Let's use Damian Pierce. Ty Felton, who? KLS, who? Jalen Knoll. Bad game. Hey, it's so sad. Ew, what could have been? What could have been this team? Dude, I'm still why? Why does this team have to suck? Alex Berg in this draft. He's 2 points out. I hope he advances. That's the only person I know in this one. Alrighty. 1493 was the highest milli maker. There was a couple in the 1500s but it was not milli maker. And I'm 115 points out with 1285. Jesus. Let's see who they have. So they got Herbert, Rico Dowdle, Bijan Robinson, Romeo Dobbs, Darius Slayton, Chris Olave, James Cook, Trey McBride, Brian Robinson Jr., Tyler Shuck, Hunter Henry, Jake Ferguson, T-Mac, Jordan Addison, Jonathan Taylor, Christian Kirk, Kyler Murray, Tank Bigsby, Tutu Atwell, and Deontay Johnson. Solid team. I don't know why I'm so tired all the fucking time. Share this tab instead. We can go over the results. NFL. Maybe. We won $20 on 2 drafts. Battle Royale week 9. And since I do these just for funsies, I just draft the players I want to see do well for the most part. A little bit of strategy, right? So we had Herbert, put a solid performance. Drake London obviously blew up. Brock Bowers obviously blew up. Unfortunately, Brian Thomas Jr. had nothing to do with the bring back of that game. Kyron had a solid game, nothing crazy. Jahmyr Gibbs, I mean, if he would have shown up, say 20 points, was that 16 points? And Brian Thomas, if I would have gotten half of what Drake London did, so 14, so 7 plus 16 plus 15, 22 points. That's 22, 151. For just a solid performance, would have been $100 instead of a solid 20. But oh well. I think my 12 man sucked. Yeah, it was pretty bad. Herbert, solid. ETN, okay, Chase was on the case, 14. Roma Dunze dropping that straight 0. Keenan Allen, 5 points. I'll show you this one from the other day, the other week. I should have won a lot of money this one. But I picked Marvin Mims instead of Troy Franklin, which I'm sure somebody from here had Troy Franklin. So 23 points. I was going back and forth when I made this. So 23 points. So 22 points. And I was between him and Shakir. Did he have Shakir? He did not. Did anybody have Shakir? Everybody had. Okay. 17 points. I already forgot what I was trying to figure out here. So 13 plus I already forgot. But it's just 30 points. Let's say that. Let's say 24. Probably not enough, but still, man. We're just off by a little bit. And obviously a fat 0 from Jake Ferguson and literally any other tight end. What was the top tight end? Harold Fannin, 15 points. So close. So close, yet so far away. But we won the 2v2, I'm going to win all the money. Yeah, it is what it is. But I had nailed that week's running backs. Do you have sleep apnea? I mean, I probably do. I can't really tell. I don't know how you're supposed to see yourself sleep, but treatment changed my life. No matter how much I slept, I was always tired. See, the thing is, I'm not always tired. It drives me nuts. Because when I'm just out and about, I'm good. And then when I'm in front of a screen, I just fucking fall asleep. Which is silly because I literally did a 25-hour live stream and I didn't fall asleep. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know if it's if I get tired, it's I yawn. I don't know. I do fall asleep at work occasionally. Well, I wouldn't say fall asleep. I doze off. But here, I definitely yawn. I mean, it's like clockwork. I yawn, and I haven't yawned all day. It's just when I get in front of the kids and work. But yeah, it's yeah. They keep my blood going, I guess. And I'm probably kind of hot because I got this big old hoodie on and no fan going. That is the dailies I've done the last couple weeks. Well, I won $28. How much was this? 200. Nah, nothing good. What did I do here? Oh, I did 87. That was bad. I did the Wildcats the other week. Just looking. When your boy won, was it 5th place? What week was that? 12-15. I got 5th place for 4,000. Close that week, close. And that was with a naked Allen, but I brought it back with Gibbs and Laporta. So I literally tried this very same week, but I didn't put him naked. So this week, how do I look at live? So this week, how do I do? No, I did daily. NFL. Oh, completed. How do you look in completed? Completed. So this week, no, not that one. I did 2 of each. And is it this one? This one I went with Laporta and what's it? This one? Was it the Wildcat? Yeah. Oh, this one. I was like, okay. I'm kind of replicating that a little bit with Drake May. They're not facing them, but like because I don't want Mariota. So put Gibbs and Laporta with Drake May, Diggs, Tez Johnson, as the bring back with Kyron. Solid team, something crazy. My 2 dog bowl teams, I think, are kind of cheeks, but it is what it is. It's all going to come down to who he targets. If he targets Shakir, great. If he targets Coleman, great. I'm playing both sides of it. I think one of them's going to have a big game. I think it's going to come down to one of those 2 guys having a good week for the Bills. All right, so live best ball NFL. We're still advancing 5. Highest scoring is my Mahomes team. Love Darnold. Mahomes loved Darnold. Put up 149 last week. We're in the top 5,000, I believe. Off of, it'd probably be better to look up BBM DB leaderboards. Share this tab and said we're top 6,000. I guess I was looking at 4,000 on Monday before the games. Drafted this the day of. Might have even been one of the last drafts available. I tried to be in the last draft that was drafted. These drafts that were 726 were the drafts that were part of the draft 4 or 5 and get 1 free or get 2 free or something like that. So I always think those are softer rooms. That's why I think. Evidence shows that those are the types of rooms you want to attack. Out of my 2019 teams, 3 of those are advancing that day. From that weekend, I'm curious if I'm advancing Meg's and I's team. I think I saw on Sunday that we were advancing, but who knows? We were 725, I believe. I think, yeah. This is our team because it's got Caleb Johnson, who hasn't done a thing, Scatabo, and Najee Harris. Oh, not good. Not good when you lose Scatabo and Caleb Johnson and isn't one of your last bell cow running backs potentially. Saquon had a bye week. I don't know how we advanced to this week, but it is what it is. It's got Herbert doing most of the work at quarterback. JSN, obviously, league winner there. Jalen Waddle holding his own. Keenan Allen doing a good job. Kincaid doing a good job. Jatavian Sanders not doing a darn thing for this team. But He hasn't peaked yet. And we're advancing it. We're advancing it. What about the one I have of Who Hames? What are we doing there? How are we doing there? Who Hames? Where are we? 5 was the guess. This one? Yeah, it was a Bowers team. Yeah, Tesla, Pat Bryant, of course. Yeah, this is definitely that team. I love how Bowers has played 2 games and has recorded half the amount of points to Jake Ferguson. Okay, so this team, it's not bad. Draft standings. We have a 9% chance. Who Hames? We have a 9% chance. We're not out of it. We're not out of it. How many points we have? We were back a little less than, or we were back 70 points. 70 points. That's nothing. That's nothing. It's nothing. That's it's a lot when we don't have any running backs, but it's nothing. Oh, the weather outside is frightful. What else? Yeah, so we're not going anywhere this weekend. So after my show with Rubio, we're going to go live there, back here, and we're going to make our prop bet slip, and we're going to go over anybody else's teams that want to send me their teams, go over the last minutes injury reports. Just make sure we didn't miss anything on the X. Just want to show my boy winning. My boy Greg Swinehart, play of the day. Brock Bowers winning $280K. He won $10K on Friday, and then $270,000. The main tournament over on FanDuel. We don't typically talk about FanDuel, but of course he probably ran it since he'd won the 10K. One entry, 200,000. Baller, dude. Absolutely awesome. Awesome team too. Not even the same guys either. We got Warren. I didn't play Eddie Warren. We faded the right one to fade. We didn't play any Warren last week. We played some Tracy, so that's what got us a little bit there. We played a bunch of Bowers ourselves. We played a bunch of Roma Dunze, unfortunately. Played Chase. It was okay by Chase, but Higgins was definitely the guy you wanted on that side. And then I didn't play enough Caleb. Herbert was fine. Gatson was fine. You know what I'm saying? Thankfully we played a lot more Bowers than Gadsden, but it is what it is. I didn't even show you guys. Oh, you won't even know. I'd hit home, but dude, I don't know what is going on with my For You page, but it's all naked ladies. It's all naked. Look, again, I'll happily take naked ladies over all the death that I was watching. Even though that still pops up every once in a while. Please, just football. Just give me football. That's all I care about on Twitter. And honestly, I just want to know when Hampton is going to be clear to come back. I know I listened to the San Diego presser that he's probably not going to get cleared to come back until after the bye. Man, can we pray for week 11 play? Let's just get him back out there onto the practice field, do something before week 13. I need some points out of him. I need Pearsall to come back, man. Ricky Pete and Hampton going down. It hurt when Najee went down, but I knew we weren't really counting on a lot of his points. We were counting on just fill in for the bye weeks. Give me 10. Give me just a little bit, just to get by. This whole fucking Hampton being hurt too. That's what's killer, man. That is killing me. We were advancing like 30 teams, and then the Hampton injury, we got down to like 25. We were sitting there for a little while. Now we've been sitting at a solid 16 for a couple weeks now, and it does feel like we're going to lose a couple if we don't get at least Ricky P back. If we don't get Ricky P back soon, we're in a world of hurt because Cup is down. I don't know if he's like out for the rest of the year or what's going on, or there's been real no updates about his injury, just not seen practicing, or he left the field. It's like, okay, Daddy needs more. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I need some more information than what they were giving us. What else? Yeah, we'll probably do a little bit of that, and then I might play some games. We'll see. We'll see how we're feeling Saturday. We got early morning Sunday. My wife's now volunteering at the church, so that's pretty cool. But that does mean that I am there all day. So maybe we'll run some sims for the single games. I've been thinking about doing just because the Saber sim, dude, it is nails single game showdowns. If I was to be a betting man, it's not because I'm a part of them now. Like, it's not, I'm still just, Best Ball Nation, but like I'm happily doing a show for Run Pure Sports, and they allow me to be part of their Discord and all that stuff, and it allows me to have their projections. Dude, their projections with the Saber sim, dude, you might lose money every once in a while, right? But I'm not losing as much. Does that make sense? Like, I've been profitable this year in football, and mainly coming from the single game showdowns. So I grab the plays that I like, right? So say this past week, I got this one fairly wrong, and I still cashed. You know what I mean? Like, we still made our money back this past week. But on Sunday, the Sunday night then was the Seattle versus whoever they would play, Washington. Yeah, and I let it build, and I put $20 in, and $111 came back. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's not the first time. I've taken down 2 tournaments with the single game showdown Sims tool there. If I just not tool there, but it's just the Sims, and then ran their lineups. What I do is I grab 4 players that I want 5 lineups from. So then I just take 5 lineups from this guy, 5 lineups from that guy, 5 lineups. Play in the $1 and let the money come in, and it has worked every time. It's nothing crazy. I'm not really inputting. I'm just taking the RPS Sims, taking it in, and playing it, and playing the plays that I want to play. So I'm not saying you should drop everything you're doing and join RPS, but I'm not saying it's not going to hurt either. It is a pricey. It is pricey to get started, but I will say nothing's better than that Discord. They're constantly talking. I can't do all that talking that they do, but if you type a lot, if you're in Discords a lot, they're a very active football Discord, and honestly, every sport they're into. I don't have a code. I don't have anything, but I do believe if you DM Big T, he might be able to find like a something for you, like a discount or something for you. I don't have anything for you though. I just know the product works, and that's all I can speak to. Is that we've had a productive year. Unfortunately, my dog has been draining my bank account, so all my wins that I have every week has been going to my dog. So let's hope we can just save some here soon, because she is officially done with all her surgeries, all the extra stuff, all the stuff. So she's a healthy dog now. Everything's taken out of her. Now we just got to start saving up for Christmas presents and birthday presents. Your boy can't ever double dip with the money he won. He's got to Got to reinvest. Got to deposit and win more. All right. Enough of my rants. I love you guys. It's been fun. It's been real fun. Later.